looks great.
Thank you so much. So, hey, it's Wednesday, January 13th, 2021, and I got to open with that just so there are some days during this past year you may lose track of what day it is, what day of the week it is, so I got to at least open here with the date. So, my name is Brian Thompson. I am the lead brand developer for accredited businesses at the Better Business Bureau. Our team is based out of Marlborough, Massachusetts, but our Better Business Bureau office, we do handle businesses in Vermont, Rhode Island, and Maine as well. So I just wanted to let you know, just because I'm in Mass, it doesn't mean we can't support Vermont-based businesses. I've been doing this for 20 plus years now of working with small businesses. I have a lot of brand development experience from mostly from a foundation level, businesses that are just getting started or ones that have been around for a long time and need a little bit of extra coaching. Our team here at the Better Business Bureau, we have produced a lot of websites, a lot of not only websites, but brand logos for those accredited businesses that we support. We're at least 1,500 websites and brands at this point that we've launched. So our team is very, very proud of that. So moving ahead here, just to kind of warm things up a little bit, I kind of wanted to gauge what people have been at least watching or streaming lately. We've been spending a lot of time working remotely during this past year. So if you take a moment, jump in the chat here, tell me some shows you've been streaming, tell me some movies you've been watching. I know we're all business owners and we've got a lot on our plates with family and business responsibilities, but maybe you've got 20 minutes at the end of the day here to watch an occasional show. So chat in some of those shows for me. I would love to see what you're watching. I'm actually watching a show called Halt and Catch Fire. It's on AMC. It's about the uprising of pretty much the PC computer era during the 80s and all the coding background and all the languages that involve it and all the drama, of course. But I just wanted to at least share and kind of warm things up. Danielle's watching Fixer Upper on, I believe, HGTV, if I'm not mistaken, or that could be on another network, and you can't go wrong with The Office as well. So I love Fargo. I haven't seen Fargo. I'm way behind on that ball, so I'm going to have to jump on that, Aaron, and I'm going to have to take your recommendation for that. All right, I know we probably didn't come here to talk about TV shows, but you know what? I like warm-ups. So just about our presentation here today, I just wanted to at least kind of a brief overview of some of the topics we're going to go over. Why a business should become accredited with the Better Business Bureau. I'm going to move on to my bread and butter content, which is the 5 reasons BBB should develop your business website. I don't want it to be mostly a sales pitch, but there are going to be tips throughout the 5 reasons for even if you don't want BBB to build your website, you can take some of this knowledge with you after today's session. And The Mandalorian, by the way, is a phenomenal show. Very, very well done. I'm glad you put that in the chat there. Very good show. And then we're going to wrap it up with a little bit of Q&A in closing. I just always want to leave that open. You always can drop me questions in the chat during this whole presentation, and we'll wrap things up. So the Better Business Bureau, Amy, at the very beginning and during this is a very good ambassador for our brand, and she's kind of reiterated why BBB is so important and what we focus on. But I just wanted to add a couple of bullets from my standpoint. Becoming accredited with the BBB, it just kind of shows consumers that you're dealing with an ethical and a vetted business. And along with that, once you become accredited, you get a bunch of marketing benefits. You get a custom website built for your business. We'll work with you with a logo and a brand design. You can get yard signs, business cards. There's all these like door hangers, and there's a bunch of marketing products that are even beyond what I'm familiar with. So, long story short, there's a ton of benefits that you can get for becoming accredited. And exposure. Frankly, your business will be marked as accredited on bbb.org. You can use that BBB seal on any of your marketing products, anywhere you want to use that. It's that nice crossover brand association with us to become accredited. In the bottom right there, you'll see how to become accredited. That's bbb.org. Our bread and butter. I'm glad you mentioned The Office, by the way. I had to throw this image on here, of course, but 5 reasons why the Better Business Bureau should develop your business website. Let's get right to it. Number one, from my standpoint, a very crucial part of the process, one of the reasons we should work with you is brand design. Our team will work with you hands-on. It could be hands-on or hands-off if you want to be, but we'll do the market research. We will pick the right colors for your brand, the right fonts and typography that best suit the type of business that you're going to be involved with. And we'll work with you on branding, really. We want to help your business kind of just stand out from the competition. If you're Bob's Roofing or Maria's Bakery somewhere, we want to look at other businesses that are similar to yours in your service area. And we want to make sure that you're not using sort of similar fonts, similar colors. We want to make sure you stand out as well as you can. And that's what our team is here for, to do that for you. So it's very important to have a very unique brand when it comes to your logo and everything revolving all the marketing around your company. And again, I got to say, the design of a professional logo. Our team, we've built, as I mentioned a couple of slides back, we've built hundreds of logos for companies within New England. And it's very important that we're designing professional logos, but these are, if you're not a graphic designer, these are vector graphics. So what that means is these logos can be used from everything from the size of a small business card to a billboard. You need to have that scalability with your brand. And if you have an old logo that's all cropped and distorted and all that stuff, it can be challenging if you're trying to gain new products and do digital advertising and your quality of your logo isn't quite there. But our team's logos are vector format and they're very professional. So, and again, I got to also state this branding and these logo design services, it's part of your BBB accreditation. There's no additional cost for our team to take that on. What I wanted to do, because this is a Vermont Small Business Summit here today, is I just kind of wanted to quickly highlight some of the logos that our team have designed for specifically Vermont-based businesses. You'll see Central Vermont Truck Repair, Pigeon Brothers, Leading Edge Tool Company, Cummings and Sons, Uncle George's Flowers, of course. And some of you may or may not recognize these businesses, but our team we're very proud to be able to work with small businesses and large ones throughout. And as you can tell, a lot of these brands are very professional logos. They stand out. If you see a business card or an ad on Facebook and they have these logos, our team worked with these business owners one-on-one. And it's just very important to have professional logo, really. It kind of puts your best foot forward as a business. Reason number 2, why you should our team can work with you to build a website is domain name procurement. It sounds way more complicated than it is, but it's very important. Having a .com for your business, it's frankly, it's a commodity. It's very important to have a unique domain name that's for your brand, and our team can work with you in advance before we even start the development process to figure out exactly the best domain name that you want for your business. And it's also important that we make sure that that domain name is available, that there is another company across the country or even the world that's using it. So we'll work with you to make sure we're grabbing the best domain name for your business. And, it's a small thing, and I know, it's not really a big deal, but I've worked with a lot of businesses in the past who manage their own domain name. They got their own .com. They got it from GoDaddy a decade ago, and they kind of they let it slip. It's just something that they bought one time, and they don't really think about it. And I've had businesses lose their domains. They expire, whether it's from financial reasons or purely that they're so focused on their business that they forget to renew their domain name, and they lose that commodity. So our team here, our team will make sure that the domains that we that we acquire for your business, we make sure that we're not only maintaining them, but we're handling the renewals. So it's a very small detail, of course, but you want to make sure you don't want to lose your domain name, and we're here for you. And again, domain name procurement is all included with your BBB accreditation. Just couple of quick examples of some short domain names that our team have acquired for businesses within New England here: northeastled.com, countydetailing.com, anytreeservice.com. I'm highlighting these specific domain names because they're short and they're very valuable, especially to other companies and other competitors throughout not only the state, but throughout New England, throughout the country. I'm sure there's probably a lot of companies that may want that countydetailing.com, and we were able to work with each of these small businesses to acquire these domain names and maintain them for our accredited businesses. In that little blue box at the bottom here, how short names are best. Maybe it's a small detail thing, but I think a short domain name it's easier for your clients to remember. Frankly, it's shorter. It's if you're going to get an email address, you don't want to have a very long domain name at the end. It's kind of just annoying in conversation, or if you're trying to pitch to a client and you got to give them a very long email address. I think it's just important to get a short domain name. So just a quick tip: if BBB is not building your domain or your website for you, if you are going to be doing that yourself down the road, just keep that in mind. Shorter is better in this regard. Reason number 3 that you can work with our team to build a professional brand and website for you is, well, SEO, search engine optimization. We're going to work with you to optimize your website for Google. And it sounds basic, but it's very important. We're going to make sure that your website has all the specific services you need, the very specific keywords that you need, the alt image tags throughout, and a lot of the other SEO type benefits that, as Peter was mentioned earlier in the presentation today. But we want to work with you to make sure not only is your best foot being put forward for your website, that clients are essentially catching your business when they search for, let's just say, roofers or contractors or your specific type of business. We want to make sure your website's getting found, long story short. And one of the important ways to do that is by relevant and timely content on your website. So it's a bit of a relationship, but as the business owner, you can continue to send our team content, photos, text, edits, anything that'll essentially tell Google that your website is current and relevant, and we'll make sure that the websites are optimized for search engines. And just a few tips to help improve your SEO. Peter, earlier in the session, is certainly an SEO expert, and I have experience in this field myself for the businesses that we've built. But just a couple of basic tips if you're not in this website design field. I kind of just wanted to leave it at a foundation level here. Start a blog. Very, very important to you got to share your knowledge. If you're a contractor, if you have a bakery, or maybe you're a landscaper and you have a business website already, if you don't have a blog, I recommend that you have one. It's not something you don't have to do daily blog posts. It doesn't have to be a huge full-time endeavor. It's certainly better if you can, but even if you put out occasional blog posts where you're sharing your knowledge as a business owner, sharing whether it's your difficulties, your knowledge, any sort of information that you can share with the world. And I'm saying this because once you're putting these blog posts out to the world, you're pretty much not only telling Google that your website is you're a thought leader and you are a provider of content, but frankly, Google loves that. Google loves that you're providing content, and in the long haul, over time, it will increase your ranking on Google. I'm not going to promise it's going to bring you to the top of Google, but it's not going to hurt putting that content out there and getting potentially more customers through search engines. Another tip, you got to improve your page load time. If you have an existing website and you go to the home page and if it's taken a couple of seconds to load all the images and all the videos and all the content that you've happened to put on your page, which all that stuff is certainly required, but it's kind of a fine balance. If your website's taking a very long time to load, whether it's on a mobile device or a tablet or just on a desktop or a laptop, you may be scaring potential clients away. Clients are very picky. They've got things to do and they want things here and now. And if your website's taking a little bit longer to load, they're more than likely to just hit that back button in their browser and probably find another competitor. So definitely be sure that your website's loading faster. You got maybe compress some of those image sizes, and sometimes less is more in that regard. Another tip here I'm going to push is very important to quality check and format your website for mobile device use. And it sounds like basic advice in 2021, but it's very important. Most of your customers chances are they are maybe at a grocery store, or maybe they're out and about, maybe just walking around the neighborhood, and they have their iPhone on them, and maybe they're looking up for contractors on their phone. They're going to hit up Google, contractors near me, or maybe they go to bbb.org and they're looking for accredited businesses, but chances are they're looking at your website on a phone. You can design your website to look amazing on a desktop or a laptop, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure that your site is looking good on, all devices, tablets, phones, everything throughout. So definitely be sure, if you got a business website and you got a couple of minutes, maybe after this call, jump on your phone and make sure everything's looking good. And if it's not, be sure to quality check that and format it, because Google loves websites that are optimized on mobile devices. Reason 4 that you can work with the BBB, our development team here, for your website. Frankly, it's maintenance. We're going to spend time. We want you to spend time focusing on your business. You should be working on not only taking care of your own clients and customers and projects and your own growth, but let our team handle the website maintenance. Take all that time you need to build your business, and our team will take the time to make sure your website's up to date and running. But again, it's a bit of a relationship. So your dedicated designer for your website, you can send them or email them or text them any new photos, new edits, new changes. If you want to change some of the design layouts, just call us, just reach out to our team. We're always going to be there, and let us handle all that work, and you focus on growing your business. And again, I'm always going to point to that blue box. This is another additional benefit. If there's no additional cost for the website maintenance, it's included with your BBB accreditation. I know there's so many sales slides, right? I'm so sorry. But what I got to focus on here is reason number 5. There's a savings aspect. If you let's just say you don't have a website right now, and I want to focus the fact that our team really loves working with businesses that have maybe little to no online presence. That's one of our focus points. But let's just say you are a brand new business and you want to get started. You don't have anything online, or maybe you have a site online right now and it's not to your full potential. If you are trying to reach out to an outside developer, an outside web agency or design agency, you're looking at a pretty decent amount of money. You could certainly get quotes from other companies throughout, and you're going to be able to find developers who can do it maybe even cheaper than this. But I kind of just wanted to give you a ballpark figure of what you're looking at outside of BBB. If you're looking for a brand and logo design, somebody to maintain the domain name and hosting, the development, the maintenance, these costs can certainly add up. And I know it's been a challenging year. So long story short, it's working with BBB to build and maintain your website and your brand. There's a huge savings involved. So if you're trying to cut some costs, certainly reach out to our team and we'll see what we can do for you. Again, all these benefits included with accreditation. So just a couple of quick examples of some Vermont-based websites that our team have built. And I'm just going to see if this works here. We'll see if it shares, but give me one second. I'm sure I broke it. I'm still here with you. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Let's try this. All right. Central Vermont Truck Repair. This is a company that we recently worked with in the past couple of months here. They have a huge fleet of trucks. They are a truck repair business, and we were able to build an online presence for this brand. They didn't have a website. They didn't have even a business logo that we could locate. They've been in business for a long time. And for our team to be able to just to work with them just to get something online, because if people are looking for truck repair in central Vermont, and especially with a business name like this, if they're not being found or discovered, they're losing potential customers. So we were able to work with this BBB accredited business to get them online and help their business grow. At the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do, and we're building at least initial basic websites with the business to get things started. And then as we're building that relationship, we're always going to be there to constantly add new subsites, add new content, and improve their website's SEO. So I just wanted to highlight one of the examples here. And let me just take over the screen again. I know I keep moving around. Thanks for your patience here. We've done websites for Central Vermont Trucking. We've done Vermont Soy, was a very great company. Mallory on our team worked on Uncle George's Flowers, a nice little florist shop. We have hundreds of examples of Vermont-based businesses that we're certainly proud to work with to help them at least get their brand off the ground, give them that foundation, and help them grow. That's what we're here for. I know I've only got about 5 minutes here to kind of have a little bit of a Q&A and closing section. On the right, you'll see a chat bar within the Google Meet platform here. If you have any sort of questions related to our website design, maybe branding, logo design, anything related to websites in general, you're welcome to throw them in the chat here. Or if you don't want to do it on this platform, if you have a longer extended sort of question, there's my direct email address. I'm very responsive. I try to keep that inbox zero, so I'm always going to be sure to take care of you, at least get back to you and answer any sort of website or BBB related questions. So don't be a stranger. And if again, I know it's been a challenging year, please stay safe, positive, and productive.
Thank you so much, Brian.